Welcome to the College of Science at Cal Poly Pomona. Our Dean is Dr. Allison Baskey, and our Associate Dean is Dr. Michael Page. Our Advising Center has 3 advisors, Ashley Isaias, Diana Asensio, and Vanessa Lopez. The College of Science mission is to educate, mentor, and inspire students through scientific inquiry and hands-on learning. Our vision is fostering curiosity and a culture of scientific discovery. Our core values are curiosity, integrity, collaboration, inclusivity, and innovation. There are 6 undergraduate majors: biology, biotechnology, environmental biology, chemistry and biochemistry, computer science, geological sciences, kinesiology and health promotion, mathematics and statistics, physics, and astronomy. When you're not studying, you'll find many opportunities for fun and friendship. You'll find opportunities to conduct research and present your findings to the scientific community through symposiums or co-author work published in peer-reviewed journals. We have an advising center that is committed to providing comprehensive advisement to undergraduate students pursuing majors and minors within the College of Science. We are your college navigators. We help with understanding and being able to navigate through university tools. We are familiar with the 2-year and 4-year pledge, petitions, referral to campus resources, and we are knowledgeable on policies and procedures and so much more. Science Educational Enhancement Services, SEAS, is a support and engagement program serving historically low socioeconomic underrepresented minority students in the College of Science. Services include special faculty advisors in each department of the college, a peer mentoring program, faculty alumni student mentoring program, paid fellowships for performing research with faculty, conference travel support, a science first-year experience course for freshmen, academic excellence workshops for high fail rate classes that provide tutoring, a textbook loan library for lower and upper division STEM courses, discovery camps for elementary school students that benefit SEAS teachers in training, a computer lab, community rooms, and socials throughout the year. We also have a biocheck, which includes 3 learning centers: a rainforest simulation, aquatic biology center, and an ethnobotany garden, devoted to teaching science curriculum as well as developing a tangible relationship between visitors and the rainforest environment. Here are some of our numbers based on fall 2021 data. We had about 4,200 undergrads, 305 graduate students. 53% of students were underrepresented minorities, and 48% of students identified as a first-generation college student. Our enrollment by department. Our largest department is biological science with about 1,300 students, followed by computer science, kinesiology, health promotion, chemistry, math, physics, and geology. Should you have any other questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to our Associate Dean for Students, Dr. Michael Page. We'll see you in the fall.
So my name is Angel Valdez. I'm the chair of the Biological Sciences Department. And the first thing I'd like to do is I would like to say that I'm very glad you have decided to come to our department, knowing that you have other choices. So about our department, so we're extremely welcoming and collegial department. We provide a supportive environment for our students, grounded of principles of diversity, inclusivity, and equity. We have about 1,500 students, so we're one of the largest departments in the university. We offer bachelors of science degrees in biology, biotechnology, and environmental biology, as well as minors in botany, microbiology, and zoology. And we also have a master's degree in biological sciences with about 100 students. And you're going to be meeting our graduate students because they teach most of our labs. terms of student clubs and opportunities, we have a number of them, different types of organizations and clubs that you can join. And these include groups of students with similar professional or academic interests. And you can find out our entire list and contact information on our website. Another thing that our students might be interested in knowing is that we have signed agreements with Western University and the California University of Science and Medicine to facilitate student transfer to their programs.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Michael Page. I'm the chair of the Chemistry and Biochemistry Department here at Cal Poly Pomona, and we're so happy to have you as new Broncos. Some interesting things that you should know about our department and about our major is that underneath the chemistry major, we have three very different and interesting options. The first is the American Chemical Society option, which is our certified degree that comes from the ACS. Our second is our biochemistry option, and our third is our general chemistry option. Students who engage in these options for the first 2 years take the same classes. And so it is after your second year, you would need to refine and think about what truly interests you in the field of chemistry. Biochemistry gives you the option to be prepared for pharmacy school, medical school, vet school, any of the clinical lab science entrance. These give you the option to think about how biology and chemistry have a unique interface. When I was a student, my major that I chose was the ACS option. So that gives you a deeper understanding of math and physical sciences and how it can align to have you prepared to move into graduate school. And then lastly, the general option gives the student the best opportunity to pick from various electives from the chemistry department and still meet all the requirements to advance to graduation. Our department is we have a SMACS club, which is SMACS, which stands for Student Members of the American Chemical Society, and they meet weekly and are a very active group. It's another way to be able to form community, get to know your classmates, and also some upper division students in the major.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daisy Tang. I'm the chair of the Computer Science Department here at Cal Poly Pomona. Welcome to join our program. So the Computer Science Department is established in 1981. We offer both Bachelor of Science and Master of Science programs in computer science. We are ABET accredited for our Bachelor of Science program. And we encourage that students do lots of research opportunities with faculties through senior projects and maybe also complete internships before you graduate. So I'm going to talk about a lot of those good research opportunities later on. For our student clubs, we have 6 really active student clubs, such as Computer Science Society. They are general student clubs that offers seminars in computer science. So you're going to learn new things in computer science, trending technologies, and so on. And they also offer opportunities for students to go to those companies for a company tour, maybe inviting alumni back to give us a talk. There is also She Codes. So based on the name, you know that it is a particular club for promoting females in computer science. And there is also Ignite CS, where we're going to have students go out to elementary, middle school, and high school to teach those kids computer science. There's also other specific clubs such as cybersecurity, software engineering, and game development, where you're going to develop your specific interest in those areas.
I'm Dr. John Nurse. I'm the chair of the geology department, and I've been chair for 12 years now. And I've gotten to meet quite a few of our students over the years. In fact, here's a small group of us right behind me. This is one of my favorite field areas. We're out in a place called the Round Mountains. We're investigating a really well exposed fault zone. And so you can see some of my students here, along with my dog, Gordy, who most of my students get to meet eventually. But yeah, so the geology department it's relatively small in terms of the College of Science. We've been bouncing around between about 100 and 120 majors. In the last few years, we've been as populated as maybe 145, 150 majors in the past. But we pride ourselves in giving students training to adapt to all kinds of different careers in the geosciences. And we require, I guess we're probably the only department that requires coursework in all the other departments. We require a year of calculus, a year of chemistry, a year of physics, a biology course. I guess we don't really require a computer science class unless you're inclined to the geophysics emphasis. So our program includes 3 emphasis areas. There's the traditional geology emphasis, which is maybe a little bit more field-based and has a lot of the traditional classes on rocks and minerals and geological mapping. And then we have the geophysics earth exploration emphasis, which focuses on typically on geologic hazards, earthquake-related hazards, and also site investigations, where students do they go out in the field and they do surveys, geophysical surveys of sites to try to figure out what's going on in the first 30 meters or so of the ground, which is really important when it comes to building sites and any kind of construction that goes on. And then we have our third emphasis is the environmental resources emphasis, which is a little more interdisciplinary, and we allow students to take courses from other departments, like in other colleges, like geography. There's an environmental biology class they're allowed to take. Some of them take engineering courses, some of them take urban planning courses. So those are all part of the upper division electives that are associated with these emphasis areas. And we pride ourselves in getting good jobs for our students. We think we prepare them very well for careers in the geoscience, and we keep in touch with our majors over the years. We do have a couple of clubs. We have a geology club and we have a geophysics club. So we encourage all of our students to get involved with those clubs. I know the geology club they do a yearly field trip to Tucson, Arizona, to the Gem and Minerals show. So if you like gems and minerals, that's a great place it's a good club to join. They also do a lot of hikes and various activities. Sometimes they've been involved with conservation activities. Depends on what that particular group is doing each year. And then the geophysics group, they're a little bit more focused on quantitative work, geophysics studies, and there's a special conference called the Seismological Society of America. A lot of these students go to each year.
Alrighty. Well, I'm Dr. Laura Chase, and I'm the chair of kinesiology and health promotion. And I've been doing that this is my 5th year. So I've been doing it for a while. I've been at Cal Poly for 19 years. And there are lots of interesting facts about the department, which we always call KHP. And one of them is that we have several faculty who have run marathons. And so figure that's kind of a badge of honor right there, including me. So we're a very active department. So we have a lot of faculty who have played college sports and still play sports, still very active, running, doing all kinds of things. So student clubs and orgs. So we have two undergraduate clubs right now in the department. One is our KHP club. So that's sort of more general focus for any student within the department. And then we have our pre-PT and pre-OT club. which is just exactly what it sounds. So for those students who are specifically interested in going into physical therapy or occupational therapy, both clubs, do a lot of guest speakers, right? They bring them in for the students to, get the perspectives of people in the field, what it took to get there, what graduate school was like, all sorts of things like that. Both clubs have regular meetings, and a great way to meet other students with interests that are similar to yours. So absolutely, couldn't recommend getting involved in students clubs anymore, right? I think it's super important, a super way to connect.
Hi everyone, my name is Professor Jenny Swikkas. I've been at Cal Poly since the year 2001. I really love it here, and I'm so glad to welcome you. I wanted to tell you a little bit about the different kinds of math in our department, because once you get past calculus, you'll find that there is so much variety in the different types of math that you can get involved with. We have pure mathematics, which is looking at really abstract mathematical structures that we can only sort of picture in our minds and do interesting things with them and prove results with them. We also have mathematics education in our department, which studies the teaching and learning of mathematics. And those two types of math are combined in our pure math / secondary teaching option. Then we have statistics, looking at data. It's so important in our world to be able to do a really good job making sense of all the data around us. So you could choose to focus your electives on statistics. And then we also have applied mathematics, where we're building mathematical models. So we're building sets of equations that can describe real world things, a little bit like a model train would be describing a real train. And those two areas of math, statistics and applied mathematics, those are combined into one of our options as well. And you'll each be choosing an option, but you can always change later on, because once you get past calculus, you'll start being able to take some electives, and you'll have all this variety to choose from, and you'll begin to learn what it is that you're really passionate about. And that's a really exciting time, I think, in a student's mathematical career, when they start recognizing what they're really passionate about. In the math department, we have several clubs, and honestly, there's always new clubs developing. So I'll mention the ones we have, but when you view this, there may even be more to choose from. So Kappa Mu Epsilon is our math club and honors society. They hold a lot of great events to learn mathematics, and then to be involved in different local or regional or even national mathematics meetings that Kappa Mu Epsilon students will attend and even sometimes speak at. SCIAM stands for Society of Industrial and Applied Mathematics. So this is a club that focuses on the applied math side of things. And so there are industry connections to learn about, and again, professional meetings to attend and talks to go to. Sophie's Circle focuses on women in math, but absolutely everyone is welcome at it. And they really build a community where people can feel known and have a place where they can feel free to talk about challenges, and then also to do mathematics together. And then currently our newest club is the Association of Applied Statistics. And so, as the name suggests, that would be a club to help you learn more about statistics. So you'll receive emails about all of these clubs, and I'd encourage you to consider getting involved in one or more of these, and it'll be a great way to learn like extracurricular things about math, but also learn about the professional, like what it's like to be a part of the professional math community. So I highly recommend getting involved with these clubs.
Hi, I'm Hector Morales. I've been chair of the Department of Physics and Astronomy for 5 years now, and I'll be chair throughout most of your time. So I'm looking forward to meeting you in real space as opposed to virtual space. Want to welcome you to our department. There are several aspects of our department that you should know that are not exactly captured in course catalogs because your experience is far more than taking the courses. I think one thing that you should know about our department is that we strive to meet the learning needs of different paths towards different careers. This includes the path, the old-fashioned traditional path of going and searching and getting a PhD. Okay, so we have great research opportunities in our department. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But we also have paths that are very intense for developing technical skills that are in need in the local high-tech industries of Southern California. And we also have an important path that revolves around the need for teachers, the continuous need to improve teaching at all levels. From kindergarten all the way through high school. And so we have a way of preparing people for that. Our research, we've got fantastic opportunities for those who can balance their classwork with this extra research. It really boosts up the enthusiasm for those who have a passion for physics when doing that. We have recently opened up the types of organizations in ours. So there's a lot of very important research that's done that's shown that the more active you are mingling with students, you're working together, socializing with students, it actually is a measurable improvement in success. To that end, we have an entire space. It's a project space, but it's used frequently, 2 different spaces by the Society of Physics students. So we have a place, there's a refrigerator, microwavable burritos, and 1980s vintage video games, just to kind of work homework and get a little bit of that social aspect. That's a Society of Physics students. We also have a very active, very happy for this, a Women in Physics organization. These are support groups that really boost the energy of our physicists of different types. And this recently, we've rolled out a National Society of Hispanic Physicists last year, where we went to a mentoring conference there, a group of us, and also National Society of Black Physicists that we're partnering together with a local schools, Fullerton, that has a chapter. So there is definitely a place for you to mingle with your other physicists of all types. In terms of research opportunities, these span the various concentrations of physics disciplines that we have. This includes, as the name implies, your degree will say physics and astronomy. We do have an astronomy emphasis available, and we have 5 excellent astronomers who offer various physics or research. Another strong point in our department is biophysics. And this is where we've invested in equipment and in faculty, very research active with a bio-grade atomic force microscope capable of resolving DNA. Very exciting things going on. So just do well in your classes, but beyond that, you can put a real feather in your cap with the research opportunities we have, and you have no excuse for feeling like you're alone with the different organizations we have.